And welcome back. This is episode 1 of Still Don't Have a Name for This. Woo! But my 5-year-old Minecraft world. Yeah! And look at this. Someone has replaced all my dark oak trapdoors and doors with birch doors on my chest room. What the heck? Like literally inside too. Not all the dark oak ones. These are all spruce, so that was kind of nice. But he also left them in the shulker box. And it says, to be continued, so I don't think this will be the last prank. And somehow the legacy continues. But let me fix this, and then we'll get more into the video. Is fixed here, besides the actual dark oak doors, which I just had to craft more. He must have took them. And that small prank is no longer here. I assume more of this is going to happen. I looked on the Realm stories just to see person that said he wasn't going to play anymore is now playing again, which is great. I'm glad to see that. But he set up a trash can in my base. He said deposit things into here to have small pranks happen to the other people on the server. I feel like I should investigate this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Maybe not today. We'll keep that there for now. Well, now that I'm done cleaning it up, we can talk about what the idea or the plan is for today's project. Doodle 360. We're going to start mapping this island out. I want to put out a rough outline of all the buildings I want to make here, just probably using some concrete or something, and then go in and make the roads. We'll see how far I can make it with the roads, because I want to make it out of mud bricks, and then the second, like, weathered copper, I think is what it's called. I'm not certain, but they're about the same colors, so we'll see how that turns out and how far we can make it. I assume I'm going to run out of mud bricks and that we'll need to make a wheat farm. But the plan is to have roads that go all around the outline of this, the outside of it, and then have a nice like amount of roads that web together in this little town. I want to make some bridges that connect this road to up here somehow, some way, and make a road that comes out this way and connects a bridge up here. I think my fish are broken. I've gotten some materials that we're going to need. I'm going to lay some floor down, see how it goes. I know that I don't have enough material for this, but we'll see how far we can get with what we have. Because I got to get mud, got to get wheat so I can make packed mud. Copper shouldn't be a problem, as I'm not going to be using just the raw copper blocks. This has to be my favorite process for using copper. You know, now that I know someone's going to be doing pranks, I kind of came up with an idea. I feel like these towers here, they're not the greatest, but one of them needs something silly on the face of it. Like a face, maybe, or just something bizarre. So I think we're going to write that down here and give our little prankster an idea. So I've made our book telling him what building and which one exactly by putting the coordinates. And now I think it's time to go drop it off into the box and see how long it takes him to read this and come up with an idea. We've written the book. Let's throw it down the poop chute. There's the book. And just to mess with them, we're going to throw some extra garbage in there. Why not? Just for the fun of it. And we'll see how long it takes him to respond and build that. As you can see, one of the towers in the background, so it should be pretty easy or hard to miss. I'm fresh out of mud bricks. Not so much the copper. I still have a few more. As you can see, they're turning the color still. But I've mapped out the outside road for the most part. It'll probably change in like over there and over in that corner. And then what I want to do is lay out where I'm going to put almost all the buildings and where I'm going to put out most of the roads. Like, I think there's going to be a road here, probably some wave connecting to the middle there. There's going to be an alley that goes like this way. I've laid out a lot more of the plan and kind of the outline of where buildings are going to go and where the roads are going to go. I'm filming this now because I want to kind of get on to doing something else, get more materials. I need wheat to make mud bricks so I can finish off these roads. And I kind of want to finish off these roads before I keep like outlining buildings and stuff. As you can see, there's all these squares and different blocks and stuff, kind of trying to show where there's going to be a different building. Like here, that end stone, building. All this stone, building. End stone, building. Nether brick, building. And I just want to show some of my, like, roads that have been dug out and mapped out. I think everything's about mapped out for the roads. But I kind of want to just finish them and get this wheat farm started. So we're going to make a little segue to do that. But before we go to that segue of making a wheat farm, I just want to show like my technique. As you can see, I had to refilm this because it didn't capture. But honestly, I've just kind of been placing blocks randomly. I want them to be somewhat difficult shapes to make. And I also want it to like feel like it's on top of the road. I want this whole area to be very tight and like you have to take the roads to places. You just can't like cut corners or anything. But just to show how long copper takes, this is just a random thing. This copper has been here the whole time that there's all the other copper. And it still hasn't even changed a single tone. Like, look at these. And I'll prove it. They're not honeycombed. I don't know why they're taking so gosh dang long. What the heck? Oh, someone's flying right there. That's wacky. I think someone's buying rockets. Look at this. We can watch a purchase happen. Hello, friend. How do I crouch again? Yes. We're looking at rockets? Rockets, huh? Oh, look at the diamonds. Yippee! Let's send him a thanks. There we go. That's how the shops work, if you were wondering. So, you may be asking, Bubble, why, in, 17,000 days, almost 18,000 days, do you not have a wheat field farm or something of the line? I do. I have this. It's large. Gets you, like, almost 2 stacks of hay bales. But it's a pain to use. Having to farm it all by hand and then plant it all. And it's really just there for aesthetics. So I kind of want to make a semi-automatic wheat field farm. And the plan is here to make it in this mountain. Trendale, my dwarven kingdom, however you want to name it. We have so much space in here, and I really just want to make a giant pillar of wheat fields that can get harvested by water. The most basic farm you can make, and honestly, don't know how we don't have one. But I want to also dig out this area, and this is probably where it's going to go. Somewhere deep in this corner. Probably like right here. Before I do that, I need to hire some help. I'm going to ask my friend to join. Let's see how that goes. Back into the mountain. We're here to hire our friend of the Dwarven Lord. Are you ready to help me? Are you ready to say hello?
I am ready, man.
I think he's ready. Alright, it's time to go diggy hole.
Yay!
We're done. Good job, brother. High five. Alright, now that our hole is prepped, I've made one of the farms. It's really simple. It's literally just going to be a piston holding back water. Water pushes, breaks all the wheat, pushes into the middle for, collection. And then probably just turn it straight into hay bales. That might be the one redstone thing where we have auto crafters. But I'm probably just going to do another time lapse of me stacking multiple of these on top of each other. Just because there ain't going to be any content coming out of this. So, quick, another time lapse. Let's go. Guess what? We're finished! Not actually. I got to put in the redstone, and then just before I do that, I also got to put in this water. But also I'm going to put in all the crops, put in the redstone, and the water. We'll see when that's done. Give me a couple minutes. And done. I have made the collection system. All the wheat has been grown, set up all the water, and ways up and down. So I think, why not try it? Let's see how this thing works. Have yet to actually test it. Would you come down here, flick some levers? That should get water a-flowing. Get up here. Hear all those materials coming in. Oh my gosh. It's just raining. We just have to wait for it to filter through, but it has a little bit. And you can see this, there's a hopper going into, well, you can't see it. There's a crafter right there. So if we flick this lever, that makes bone meal, and that makes hay bales. Kind of fully automatic on the crafting of things. But now I just gotta go place those seeds. And we can get back to work on placing our mud roads. We are at the mud farm, the mud making creation chamber. Alright, I've gotten the materials that are needed. Let's finish this thing off. Oh, wait. Look, the copper finally changed. Alright, that should be all the roads done. Now we just gotta map out the last of the builds. And this video should be over. Up on this airship, we really get a nice view of how the whole mapped out area is gonna look. I have now, as you can see, the last portions are now done. This kind of looks crazy. We are going to be using like almost every square inch of this whole island. Let's fly on down here. A few things I want to talk about is that for the next video, I'm probably going to start with this fountain. I got a cool idea to put a statue on top, and then maybe build a few of them for the next video. I also want to work on making the sewer systems that will go all around this. There will probably be 4 main entrances on each side of the island that all connect to the middle here, so you can like kind of get in and out of the sewer systems just for the fun of it. And I'm thinking like right here, this might be one of the exits, just for like one of the random, like just a random exit. I don't know. I think those will get more planned once I get a few more builds and probably dig out those sewer systems. But I think that's where I'm going to end the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. And we'll have episode 3 out not long after. Leave a like, subscribe. Actually, it's probably episode 2. But leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!